everyone, my name is Shravasti Mohite.
Good morning everyone, I am Ayushi Rajfar.
Good morning everyone, my name is Anuradha Rajguru and we are from 10th A.
Humans have communicated with one another in some shape or form ever since time immemorial. But to understand the history of communication, all we have to go by are written records that date as far back as ancient Mesopotamia. And while every sentence starts with a letter, back then people began with a picture. Human communication was initiated with the origin of speech approximately 500,000 BCE. The oldest known symbols created for the purpose of communication were cave paintings, a form of rock art dating the Upper Paleolithic age. As far back as we have written records of human language, 5,000 years or so, things look basically the same. Intuitively, one might speculate that human ancestors started by grunting or hooting or crying out, and gradually this somehow developed into the sort of language we have today. But there were n number of hindrances then and now also, which need to overcome to be on the same platform to be an effective and skilled communicator, so that one can have long-lasting and influential communication. So, to start with, I'll request Shravasti to explain and highlight further on communication.
Let's begin with communication. Communication is the process which involves sending and receiving of messages through verbal and non-verbal communication to share information in the form of thoughts, opinions, ideas, etc. between two or more individuals.
Now, what do you mean by communication barriers? A communication barrier is anything that prevents us from receiving and understanding messages others use to convey their information, ideas, and thoughts. Some of the types are:
So the first is physical barrier. Physical barrier is an environmental and natural condition which act as a barrier in communication by sending messages from sender to receiver. Their environmental or physical barriers are time, place, space, climate, etc. I would like to share my life experience in which we all face social distancing and communicate by sitting at home.
Hi Ayushi.
Hey Radha, how are you doing?
Yeah, I am doing excellent. How about you?
Even I am doing well. We are talking after so many days in this lockdown.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was at my native place for spending vacation.
Oh, okay. At least we are finally talking.
Hello. Your voice is breaking.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, but it is still breaking little bit.
Anuradha, your video is paused. It is showing poor connection.
Yeah, now can you see me?
Yeah, it's now better.
Okay, I just changed my place.
Okay, so how about your project and PPT work?
Well, I am doing with most of it. Only math is remaining.
Hello. Again, you are not audible.
Hello.
No. Hello. God, this network. Huh? Hello. Call cut.
The following conversation shows that in today's world, telecommunication has become necessity. But nowadays, interruption in network delays to achieve the anxiety and frustration of people as delays in work, and this is a physical barrier. Disturbance in hearing and call disconnection are more example of physical barrier.
Second barrier is linguistic barrier, a language barrier which is a figurative phrase used primarily to refer to linguistic barriers to communication, that is, the difficulties in communication experienced by people or groups originally speaking different languages or even dialects in some cases.
Communication is highly influenced by the mental condition that the communicators are in and is disturbed by the mental disturbance. If the people involved in communication are not emotionally well, but they won't be able to communicate properly. For example, when a person is angry, he or she might say things they regret later. Even when listening to someone else speak, an angry person might easily misinterpret the message. Various other emotions like fear, nervousness, confusion, mistrust, and jealousy affect communication process. So, in end, we came to know that the mental status of sender and receiver could affect the way they communicate. One of my personal experience is...
Hi Ayushi, hope you're doing well.
Yes, of course. I hope well for you too.
Do you remember I asked you for the book and you agreed to give me as I needed for my urgent work?
Oh Shravasti, I'm afraid I would not be able to provide you with the same, as I given it to Shreya due to her urgency.
No, Ayushi, it can't be. I asked you to lend it to me and was fully dependent on you for it.
I really apologize for the inconvenience, Shravasti, but I had limited options for the moment.
No, Ayushi, I don't want any sort of apology from you. You did whatever was needed to ruin my work.
Shravasti, I never intended to do so. I made a quick response for Shreya's need. I really hoped you would understand.
Oh, I should have predicted your intentions of never helping me. I've been wrong on trusting you.
Don't get me wrong, it's just a matter of book. I don't think it's so much to make an issue of it.
It is not just a matter of book, it is a matter of all my work which is successfully ruined because of you. I thought of a helpful hand from you, but it turned into my inability to trust you.
You shouldn't think about me like that. I would never cause you trouble. I never intended to do so.
Oh please, don't talk about your intentions. It has caused enough trouble to me.
I apologize for so.
It can't make my work done now, right? It is better I leave and never expect help from you.
Shravasti felt regret after saying such words, which made Ayushi miserable. Words spoken out of anger can cause anybody trouble. Shravasti had regret of saying as she was unable to complete her work. But Ayushi had to help a friend too. This was an example which shows us thinking more preciously. Came out of a temporary mental state of anger could cause enough harm to both people in situation and can cause a dreadful impact which can make a person image as an arrogant or disrespectful, which should never happen. This was an example of psychological barrier in which anger out of a mental status caused terrible effect and made a barrier in between two friends which could ruin any relationship.
Next is organizational barrier. Organizations are designed on the basis of the formal hierarchical structure that follows performance standard, rules and regulation, organizational facilities, etc.
Next is cultural barrier. These are challenges to cross-cultural communication within an organization. When people from different cultures who might speak different languages, have different cultural beliefs, or use different gestures and symbols to communicate, their cultural differences might become a barrier to workplace success. I would like to share a live experience that is.
नमस्कार, मम नाम श्रावस्ती. भवतः नाम किम?
तू काय बोलत आहे? मला काहीही समजत नाहीये.
As we can see, Shravasti is comfortable in Sanskrit language and Anuradha in Marathi. Both do not have any common language to communicate efficiently. Neither Shravasti can speak Marathi nor Anuradha can converse Sanskrit. Here we can see cultural barrier taking place, as both have different regions and cultural background. If we think of a solution, we would think of a common language. For instance, we say Hindi, as it's our national language which helps us converse and communicates. And secondly, we could also have English, as it's regarded as official or international language. There can always be a solution for any barriers taking place if we put it on a serious basis, take required initiatives to resolve it.
We have seen the barriers. Now let us see some ways to overcome these barriers to effect communication. First is use of simple language.
Do not form assumption on culture, religion or geography.
Try to communicate in person as much as possible and be respectful to others' opinion.
Take visuals.
Take help of a translator to overcome difference in language.
Be active listener. That was all about communication and barriers to communication. Thank you. Have a nice day.